Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you go? Should you not? Find out today. Hi, how you doing today? It's Just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We are going to go at AMC Niles 12 at 4 o'clock in IMAX 3D. That's right, IMAX 3D. If you don't know who I am, hello, hi, my name is Jess. My YouTube channel, it's Just Jess. Here we do movie reviews, giving you the biggest and best reviews of the movies that are releasing at the time. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Stick around towards the end because we are gonna go see Doctor Strange. We're going to leave. So we got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Is this movie worth going in IMAX 3D? Yes, I said that right. IMAX 3D. Guys, last time I went to go see an IMAX 3D movie was Rise of Skywalker. Hence, before that was Endgame. And they were all in 2019. So all throughout 2020 and 2021, I did not go see IMAX 3D premium format. That was my favorite format thus far. Every single movie, I would have gone to see this in this format. Now, nevertheless, yes, it's kind of pricey and not every movie needs it. And I have AMC A-list, so it would have been different. But I was just like thinking, why didn't it? Like, it was gone for sure. I mean, we had 4DX, but that's not AMC. And I heard leaks and rumors, and I'm so glad that IMAX 3D is available for this movie because it didn't even have to be an MCU movie to see this in this format. But I'm telling you guys, this takes me back to before YouTube, to my, I don't want to say party days, but like good days. But anyway, IMAX 3D is perfect for Doctor Strange. Why? Yes, definitely you should go because it's an action adventure, mind-bending thriller. Takes place in different worlds along with the atmosphere and the setting of those worlds. Nice, great cinematic camera work. So every time they go to a different multiverse or things change or it's shifting or it's circling or it's like, because it's like different dimensions concluding into each other. There is great fight scenes. The magics and spells, the witchcraft, the sorcery are good, and to see this in colors. And plus there's a big marketing material premium for this format. So whenever I'm going to see IMAX 3D, especially for Doctor Strange, I'm there in my seat, right? I'm just like watching. And sometimes when it switches, I'll do some animation right now on screen. Or sometimes when they open the door and they look into another universe, or like especially if you've seen the trailers. I don't watch trailers when I go see movies. I did watch them after. During the movie, it's like, whoa, like they're switching different dimensions and circling. It's like felt a little bit woozy, or sometimes when you're playing VR, so a lot of people might not like that. But especially for this movie, when you're tackling different universes and multiverses and different dimensions, I think it was perfect to go see this in IMAX 3D. So I was really happy. Spoilers, guys, spoilers. This will be a spoiler filled review. If you've been on this channel for a while, I'm still gonna do this review normally, but I'm gonna do spoilers because this is just too much to talk about. I don't want to dance around subjects, especially for this type of movie. There's a lot to unpack here and talk about, good and bad, but let's get into it. So if you're also new to this channel, I don't watch trailers. Anytime I go see a movie, the only thing that I would see or take a sneak peek is on Instagram. When AMC or Marvel Studios post like the photos, I will actually watch that. Like that is something that I'll scroll through, I'll look. But trailers, I will not watch that. I did watch trailers after I saw the movie, so I can give you a good comprehensive review for this movie. Following the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, American Chavez, played by Chloe Gomez, I'm sorry if I'm not saying that name right, comes into this universe, escaping an attack from her old universe from a demon that's trying to kill her. She is also with Battle Strange, you know, Battle Doctor Strange, the guy with the white hair, slick back look, the different clothing. So he's only in the movie for less than 10 minutes because he dies. She gets transported into this universe. She is a young kid that does not know how to control her powers, has the ability to travel from different multiverses and different universes like that, but she doesn't know how. She really has to just punch something, or when she's afraid, what the movie really thinks makes us believe, like every time she's afraid, she doesn't know how to control her powers. She says, she's like, I don't know how to control it. She does do strong kicks and punches. They can break glass, but I feel like with more dedication, she can learn how to harness them. But she only did that like 7 times, LOL. So when she gets transported into Nora while she's like running away, they're interrupted at, guess what? Christine's wedding. Christine, played by Rachel McAdams, reprising her role again. And guys, I thought when they were doing the dream sequence, when I saw the trailers after, or even when I saw it, like this is another reason why I feel like it could be misleading or just getting to fool you, because I was like, no way, is this a dream sequence? Like, is Rachel McAdams, Christine really marrying other than Doctor Strange? Because remember in the first movie, they had like an on and off relationship. They still liked each other, they still loved each other, but it just didn't work out. They worked together, so it was iffy, and then Doctor Strange had to become Sorcerer Supreme. He had to go help the Avengers. So I thought, I'm like, no way, is this a dream sequence? And yeah, she actually gets married in the main universe. She gets married to some smuck. But I love how Doctor Strange was there. He gives her the wine because of the magic, and he does it in front of people. And basically everyone knows who he is. They're like, can we take pictures? Can we do this? And then when he's out in the balcony, like the 10th floor, having the martini, dirty martini, you guys saw that? He had like 3 of those. Actually, they were like dry martinis because it wasn't olive juice, but besides the point. So he sees the worm thing, the eye worm thing, you know, from the trailers, the eye worm thing, the one eye thing, the squid that's trying to attack American Chavez. Doctor Strange sees it, like, I need to go. And he puts his cloak, and then people are like, oh, oh, he's flying away. And then Christine comes out. She's like, oh no, it's time for superhero time. I thought that was cool because it just like seamlessly flow. Like people in New York already know who Doctor Strange is. Oh yeah, you need to go fight villains. Go, go, go. Wong is in this movie as well. But this is the first time we actually get to see him fight. Like for real, for real. Like we saw him snippets in Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. This is actually the first time we actually see him like attack with Doctor Strange. So they battle the one eye thing. They're trying to save American Chavez, but at like the forefront of it, if you ever saw the trailer, it's like the trailer already gives you a lot from that scene. Like that trailer has blown it out to proportion because think about it. When I saw the trailer, the one eye thing, octopus thing is like attacking New York. And like this is what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't watch trailers because the trailer just gives so much of it away. Like all the magic and stuff, all the defeating stuff. It's like it's mostly there. Like if you saw the trailer for that scene, you basically saw like half of the fight, which is no fun because when I saw it in like the movie theater, I never saw anything, so I was in a good time. But that only lasts like less than 20 minutes. Wanting more from the multiverse because American Chavez needs to get back to her first universe to figure out what's wrong. Wanting more, Doctor Strange recruits and asks for the help of Wanda, played by Elizabeth Olsen, which I thought she was phenomenal in this role. I loved her in this role. I think my far favorite thing about this movie is Scarlet Witch. Now, when I heard leaks and rumors and speculations that Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, was going to be the villain, I was a little bit scared because I was like, why would they do that and how would they do that? But if it's anything like WandaVision, she kind of was like the villain. Now, I don't want to say she was the villain. I mean, I know in like the grand scheme of things, people, yeah, she was a villain. And yeah, let's be honest, she was a villain here. I don't think necessarily she is a bad person. She is coming from a good place, but I think that ultimately the way she's going about things or her bad, she's just making bad decisions. When she hears that American Chavez has the ability to jump from different multiverses, she's like, no, I need her powers now. I need to like get her. She doesn't really care. She quickly opposes Doctor Strange. She's like, no, she need to bring her at this time, at this day. I'll steal her from you and then I'll get back to my kids. It's clear to us her love for her kids, especially after WandaVision when she opens the dark hold or like the book, the evil powers. Like she doesn't care about anyone, anything, or whatever her situation is or whatever she has to do or kill. All she cares about is getting back to her kids, and she will steal another universe's like mother, WandaVision, for her kids. And I love her in this role. She's powerful, she's sexy, she's manipulative. We see her cranked up way more than any other film. Now, I still don't think we've seen her at her best. Like, I know watching this movie, people are like, what do you mean? Like, this was her at her maximum power. I don't know how you guys feel. I just feel like there's still more to her power that she probably still hasn't even tapped into. I don't know. That's just me. That might be reaching and that might be speculation. After that, Doctor Strange gets Wong's help. They recruit Sanctum Sanctorum. They get all the friendlies to try to defend him because they know that Wanda's coming to get her, and when she does, it's like Wanda at the beginning, I thought she was like, oh my gosh, this is me being like merciless or me being like kind, and like she attacks all of them, like the stronghold. She kills a lot of people, and it's cool because it's like an army trying to attack Scarlet Witch, but Scarlet Witch quickly like attacks everyone. She kills a lot of people. She makes a lot of chaos, destruction, and that was pretty cool. Like one-on-one fight or two-on-one fight, or basically an army fight with Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, American Chavez there, but she's being like captive or like they need to keep her safe. Wong is there, kills like the stronghold, and that was a cool fight sequence, by the way, because it's like Scarlet Witch. That's what I'm saying. It felt like she was turned up to 10. American Chavez is like, no, you can't have my power. So she opens a portal to send Scarlet Witch into another like universe. However, it quickly backtracks, and Scarlet Witch pushes American Chavez and Doctor Strange into different multiverses and different universes. And this is another big thing why you should see this in IMAX 3D, because every time, so they get pushed into another multiple universes. There's like a paint one, there's like a dark one, there's like a neo one, there's a hands one, so different multiverses. And the way this is doing it, they're like being transported like this. However, the cinematography of the camera work was great because IMAX 3D, remember IMAX 3D, I'm there in my seat. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I had to like look to the side just to make sure I wasn't woozy. But it just felt great to see that in an IMAX 3D. Like they get blown out to different universes. They ultimately end up in another one. And after getting hit, they have to try to like find their Doctor Strange, trying to find a way to get back to their first universe, because Wanda's still there wreaking havoc, trying to like kill people, trying to get back to her kids. Now we get into the middle part of the movie where the movie kind of slows down, but we get to learn more about American Chavez's character, where she's from, how did her powers manifest, Doctor Strange's past, when we see a glimpse of him and Christine in the heartbreaking scene with the watch. Fast forward a little bit, and they get captured by a different universe, especially the one who gets them captured is Christine's version of that multiverse, which Christine is also played by Rachel McAdams, but this is like a different universe. So when they get captured, it's like, whoa, because it's like a different type of dynamic, because I can see why Rachel McAdams came back for this film, because I was like, oh no way, she was only gonna be in that scene for like the wedding scene, and I was like, they could have done way more with her character, and they do. She's the one who's like ahead of like capturing these people, and it was so cool, like that dynamic. And then we get into like most secret cameos. Like the best part of this movie was the Illuminati scene. If you guys don't know, Illuminati scene, basically Scarlet Witch dream sequence. She's walking, dreaming, or dream walking into that inhabits the body of that universe's Scarlet Witch. But in order to be with her kids, she knows she has forces to defeat. So she travels to the Illuminati so she can kill Strange, and there's also the Illuminati there. Guys, we get introduced to the Statue Man, which I'm sorry, I don't really care about him. I know he's there and he's powerful. We get the live adaptation of Peggy Carter from What If. She's also in here, and yes, she is like Captain America in here. She does have the shield, although she has like boosters or like a jetpack. She is strong, wielded, sexy, gorgeous woman. Oh, same actress, by the way. I'm just we also have Lashana Lynch from Captain Marvel. You guys know in Captain Marvel it was Brie Larson who took up the mantle as Captain Marvel, but in this universe it's Lashana Lynch, which was her friend in that movie. And then we get introduced to the best cameo with like a blue light. It's John Creancy as Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. My theater went a little bit bonkers. They're like, woo! They're like cheering so much because it's John Creancy. We heard rumors and leaks from 2 years ago, especially a year ago, that he was going to be Mr. Fantastic. And now seeing him in this role, I was like, whoa, no way. That is awesome. The Illuminati's here. Plus Mordo's there, but Mordo acts more of like a friend, I guess. He's not the same Mordo that we come to know from the first movie, Doctor Strange. From the end of that credit scene, it felt like he was like going to be an enemy, but for here, he's still kind of like a frenemy. He kind of lets him in. This is the part where Charles Xavier from the movie says, we should tell him the truth. And he actually does tell Doctor Strange that. He's like, we should tell him the truth. So finally we get to see Charles Xavier from X-Men, and he hovers in like that yellow hoverboard thing, but he never really hovers. He just like rolls in. Scarlet Witch comes in because she wants to kill Strange. She needs to kill these people in order to get her kids back because they're gonna stop her. So this is where I feel like the movie, I don't want to say like did the best decision, but as much as the movie made us want to feel like this movie or this moment was monumental, like amazing moment, it just felt half-baked. Now, why do I say that? Because the fight, yeah, she fights all four of them, but it was over before it even began. The statue guy gets killed with the mouth thing. He was just like with mouth, and then he just gets killed. Mr. Fantastic tries to talk her down. He's like, oh, I have kids. Basically, of course he has kids. He's married to Invisible Woman, and she's like, yeah, who's gonna raise them? And so that's what I'm saying. Scarlet Witch again is coming. Her decisions are coming from a good place. Like she wants to be her mother. She wants her kids, but ultimately she's going about it the wrong way. She kills Mr. Fantastic like stretchy. She kills him like that, which was really fast. And I was like, well, no way. She kills him that. So then now it's a 2-on-1 fight. Captain Marvel and Peggy Carter versus Scarlet Witch. It's a cool fight sequence. It was a little bit short. That's what I'm saying. It just felt like the movie wanted to be more meaningful, but it really wasn't. I just felt like it was a bigger moment. But after the cameos, I was like, okay, well, you guys basically just served them in the appetizer platter and then quickly devour it like that. Like, no, let it time to serenade, like marinate like a steak. Like, wait for it. But no, they literally brought these cameos, and yeah, don't get me wrong, it was a cool fight sequence. Illuminati was great, but it's like they could have done more. At least I feel like, I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It just felt half-baked. Like, I'm not trying to be like bad about it, but as a movie review critic, I'm still your man's, by the way. It just felt like wasn't that meaningful. Peggy Carter gets killed because Scarlet Witch throws the shield and cuts her in half. Of course, it's PG-13 and she falls over. She's like, oh, and that was pretty cool. Captain Marvel's the last one to die. Charles Xavier. Now, this is the part of the movie where I have a little bit speculation and it might be a little bit reaching. Charles Xavier, he's like, enough. He goes into her mind and he sees Wanda Maximoff under the rocks, and he's like, we need to pull you out because the Scarlet Witch's mind is taking you over. So when he says that line, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I'll do my best to describe to you. It felt like to me, and like I said, this might be reaching because he says we need to pull your mind out because Scarlet Witch's mind is coming to take over because of the red clouds. Oh, is Scarlet Witch like a two-person thing now? Because Wanda Maximoff and Scarlet Witch, two different people. When Wanda Maximoff was under the rocks, he was trying to help her out. Oh, so Wanda Maximoff is still basically in her body, but Scarlet Witch has taken her over, consumed her, if you will. You get where I'm following? That's why I'm feeling like, oh well, Scarlet Witch just took over Wanda Maximoff's mind and body. Basically, it's like an evil version of her because of Dark Void. It didn't really explain it to us, but that's why I was like, Charles Xavier gets killed, by the way. Like, she snaps his neck. It's like, whoa. I did love the darkness of the scene, especially when they're fighting because she was so sexy, gorgeous. She's like blood over her. This is the part where in the trailers you see where she's like barefoot. Now we're getting into the end. Doctor Strange goes into like the nether realm or the bad universe, as you will, or like the dark multiverse. And this is the part where we see in the trailers that it's not in the movie. He confronts the other Doctor Strange, the evil one with third eye. Like the evil one, especially from like What If, it feel like. But never in the movie did we get things just got out of hand. Like, I saw that in the trailer. In the movie, I did not see that. That would have been so cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a little bit misleading, but we of course know MCU to do this. We of course know Marvel to do this. But to not have that line, it's like, that was actually a good line that I saw in the trailers. And for not to be involved in the movie, saying like, things just got out of hand. Because he says that in What If. And the fact they don't do that in the movie, I don't know. By the way, guys, Sam Raimi has like a 2-hour and 40-minute cut, like the first rough draft of this movie. So maybe they took it off or already put in the trailers, but I would have loved to see that because at the runtime of just 2 hours, this movie could have been a little bit longer. Maybe could have fleshed out some more character dynamic moments between each characters, especially with American Chavez or Wanda and Doctor Strange, because some of it, like, I just felt like it was missing, basically. Like, that's what I'm saying. saying? Like that missing, like things just got out of hand. It's like, no. Anyway, they fight, they use the music numbers, they use the piano, they use the harp, they use the things around them. It's like colorful, green, blue, yellow. It was a cool musical sorcery number fight. Like it was like a dance battle, but instead with like dancing, it was still with music, but with sorcery. So we get into the end now. Everything's going good. Wanda is about to kill American Chavez. Wong tries to stop her. Doctor Strange dream walks into the dead Battle Strange from the first movie. He uses like the souls as a levitating to try to take down Wanda. And I don't want to say this is like a big fight, because it really wasn't a big fight. It was like more of like a brawl, I guess, or like a scramble. This really felt like more emotional, because American Chavez is like, I can't defeat you, so I'll give you what you want. And she transports her into her kid's realm, that the one that we get to see throughout the movie. And the kids are like, oh no, she's like a witch. And I felt like at that point, she finally saw herself as like this evil witch, because if her kids can see, and the kids did not want to be with her. Like they were rejecting her. They wanted her old Wanda, like the motherhood Wanda from that universe. It just felt more emotion. Like American Chavez showed Scarlet Witch that ultimately she has to look to herself, but she was so blindsided by the kids that once the kids saw her, that she was like, oh wow, like if they see me like that, I have to look at myself. And like that's when she was like, yeah, I can't really be doing this. Like I'm like going into this dark path. It sucks because she does get a good moment with them earlier, and I was like, damn. Ending felt like more emotional. The emotion here, I did believe it, or I did feel connected more. Hence, we also had a WandaVision show that took place on Disney Plus, which took time for us to develop these emotional connections to the kids as well as Wanda Maximoff's character. So she does redeem herself at the end. She does kill the Black Void in every single universe, and Christine and Doctor Strange are like, she did the right thing. She is in the throne, and now she's like tries to kill herself. She's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I do not believe she killed herself. And that death when she like took the statue down and everything, like she blew it up like that mountain on the mountainside. I did not believe that ending. She's definitely gonna come back. I just believe it because especially in WandaVision, when her and Vision were kissing at the end, she's like, we'll see each other again as soon, banking that to us as the audience and even them in the MCU that they were gonna meet, because that was like a big thing. Like Scarlet Witch, like especially in my movie theater, everyone's dressing up as her. So I don't think she's dead. Like it just, I don't know, that death just didn't, I just did not buy it. There was no heart to it. Just like that. It's like, I don't know, guys. Like once you see the movie, or if you have seen the movie, do you really think she died? Like no, that was like a cheap fake death. Like I'm sorry to be honest, but there's no way she was gonna die, and there's no way MCU's gonna kill her off right now when she's becoming big, that she's making money for them. Her TV show series is hot, especially like she's a woman, so especially like people are gonna be like really inclined to be with her, like wanting to root for her, because as a guy, like of course I want to see women in like MCU. Like yeah, we see all these dudes in masculinity, testosterone, and men, but it's like, bro, like at the end of the day, like I like seeing her. Like yeah, I like girls, and like I like women, and like yeah, she's gorgeous, but it's like no, like she did not die. Like I did not believe it that she died. What do you guys think, that she died? Or I don't know, Christine and Doctor Strange don't end up together, which is fine. They don't really have like a lot of good chemistry to begin with. I mean, they did have like good points, but it doesn't matter. But at the end, he gets the third eye because he uses the dark hold for dream walking. The end credits scene, the first one, Charlize Theron is there. She's like, we need to go attack this, or you need to help me. And Doctor Strange felt a little bit different because he had the third eye, and I root for that couple now. I was like, okay, and I did some digging, and they do get married, and I heard they get a divorce, so it's weird in the comics. So hopefully they take inspiration by that. But ultimately, honestly, guys, I don't agree with some of the story decisions they made. I would have loved to see Sam Raimi's 2-hour and 40-minute cut of it, or maybe just 2 hours and 30 minutes. I mean, look at Batman versus Superman or Justice League. You know, that 4-hour take, I thought it was even better than what originally was. So hopefully we get to see that. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm gonna give this movie a B+. As always, guys, if you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching. If maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And I'll see you for the next review soon. Take care.